What's up, guys? Shade Tree Surgeon here with Triumph Chick. Back again, revisiting a topic that we covered, I think, almost a year ago at this point. That, of course, is the vlog called Armed and Dangerous, in which I talked about how we were thinking about getting Jessica a concealed weapon. I kind of posed the question to you guys on what you thought about carrying a concealed weapon and when it was appropriate to, and what you thought about her carrying it on the bike. And I kind of went over a couple scenarios and some of my worries and some of my fears. And then here we are at the conclusion of that, much later, of course, and we ended up getting Jessica a concealed weapon. She's got her concealed weapons class, and we got her a very nice Kimber Micro 9. Not only is it her first concealed weapon, but it is her first gun, period, which is pretty cool. I'd say Kimber's a pretty nice weapon for your first one. What can I say? The girl's got good taste. Except for when it comes to men, because apparently she likes fat, ugly, loudmouth rednecks. Yeah, that Kimber was actually a Valentine's Day present for Jessica, because who needs chocolate and roses when you have firearms? That's how we do it in the Shade Tree Surgeon household, anyway. And I let her pick it out, because, you know, a concealed weapon's a very personal thing, and I didn't want to surprise her with it. I surprised her. She didn't know we were going to the gun store, but I let her pick it out. And so the final choice was between a Glock, a Smith & Wesson, and that Kimber Micro 9. And of course she picks the one that's like $250 more than every other fucking pistol on the table. And of course that brings us to where we are now, which is headed to the Sunshine Gun Show to look at a couple different concealed weapon carry options for her and see what's going to work for her best. Unfortunately, I won't be bringing the camera inside the gun show because there's no cameras allowed, but you know, I'll show you guys whatever we bring out of there. And one of the big things that a lot of people suggested on that video I originally did was, you know, by all means get her a concealed weapon, but make her take some continued education on it, how to handle it, different scenarios, everything like that. And that's something I absolutely agree with. I've actually been through a lot of that myself, although I certainly don't feel qualified teaching it. I would want Jessica to learn from somebody who's a professional, and there's absolutely nothing professional about me. But the gun shop that we actually purchased the weapon from, they offer continued education. They offer all these courses on how to tactically use your firearm. They set up different scenarios for you outdoors, how to use it under stress. And so, I don't know, is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? I want to talk to the guy and see if he'd be okay with me filming Jessica going through these classes. And if you guys are interested in seeing something like that and seeing Jessica's progression with a firearm, let me know down in the comments. I'm kind of taking a page out of Do It With Dan's book here on that one. He does a lot of gun stuff, and I've always kind of admired that because I've always been a firearm enthusiast. Going out and filming some fun stuff like that, I think it'd be pretty neat. All right, well, here we are. Let's see if we can get away with not paying for parking since we're on motorcycles. Yes! I love it when that happens. And we get frickin' front of the row parking. I like this. You see, here at the gun show, they know how to treat motorcycles right. Yes. No, gun show. Well, apparently we went in the wrong place. We're in the side for the cheerleading convention instead of the gun show. So I'm glad Jessica's with me because I'd look like a little bit of a creep riding my motorcycle around the cheerleading competition with a camera on my helmet.
How much for the little girl?
Yeah. Right up there? Thanks, man. Oh, we get motorcycle parking with the handicap parking. Mentally handicapped, anyway. Alright guys, we're here back at the homestead after the gun show because of course we can't take any cameras in there, understandably so. But I can show you what we got there, so let's go over that real quick. First things first, let's show the reason why we went there, and that's the gun that I got Jessica for Valentine's Day, the Kimber Micro 9. There's a few different reasons we chose this gun and why Jessica chose this gun. First and foremost because it's fucking Kimber, of course, but I really like it for her because it is basically a miniaturized 1911. And I think that's pretty cool because it's really simple, it's really easy to use. It's an age-old design that has been tried and proven time and time again, just in a slightly smaller package. So even though we went to the gun show specifically to buy Jessica some accessories for the Kimber, that's obviously not the only thing we bought there. The gun show is essentially like going to the fair. It's 70% bullshit and 30% meat. But you know what? I like buying a little bullshit now and then because you gotta treat yourself. Hey, I grew up a Florida cracker. I'm a sucker for knives. Whenever I see a really crappy switchblade, I just have to buy one. I can't ever say no to an El Cheapo switchblade made in China. I've owned dozens of them, and I'll continue to buy them because I'm a total fucking sucker. It's just like the quintessential, like, cool guy biker knife. The switchblade. Give it up, old man. As dorky as it is, it's just a cool knife. And you know what? It's probably, it'll go dull immediately. It doesn't cut for shit. It's absolutely, totally useless. But for $10 fucking, I can never say no to an old-fashioned switchblade. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for this. Not going to apologize. I will never apologize for buying a $10 switchblade at the gun show. You know what? Corn dogs cost $7. $7 fucking for a corn dog at the gun show. For $3 more, I got a switchblade that will bring me way more enjoyment than a fucking corn dog. So I ain't feeling bad about that, alright? And so I might feel bad about this one because not only did I buy one $10 knife, I bought two $10 knives because these motherfuckers see me coming from a mile away. And of course, this is the spring-loaded knife. Not the spring-loaded assist, but the super cool guy knife. Spring-loaded out and spring-loaded in. Once again, this is a $10 knife. This thing has probably got like maybe a few hundred open and closes in it before it totally breaks. But for the price of a corn dog at the gun show, I can't say no. I mean, it's just so satisfying it just comes right out. I'm a sucker, I'll admit it, but I don't fucking care. It's fun. I just want to show you guys real quick that this Kimber Micro 9 is almost an exact replica of a 1911, with a few minor changes. Obviously, it does not have the safety on the back of the gun there like a 1911 does, but other than that, it is almost exactly the same. And I just think that's really cool just because it's just such a familiar design. I mean, it's a 1911. Everybody knows what a 1911 is. Everybody knows how a 1911 is going to behave on the range. Everybody knows how it's going to feel. Everybody knows how to break it down. And I just think that's pretty fucking cool. So one of the other things that we picked up at the gun show was this really cool all-in-one cleaning kit because Jessica needed her own cleaning kit. And this is something that actually just debuted at SHOT Show. And it's not a stiff cleaning kit like you see. Everything's actually, it's all done with this wire here. And we haven't tried it out yet, but you know, I'll do a little better review of this thing after we shoot the gun for the first time, and she has to clean it, and we'll show a breakdown and everything like that. And just to let you know what it is, this is the Otis Technology gun kit. And of course, with the purchase of a new gun requires purchase of new ammunition.
I did not previously own a 9mm, so I had 0 9mm ammunition. Any new gun, especially one that's going to be a carry gun, you got to put a lot of fucking rounds through that thing in order to get yourself comfortable with it. And I want Jessica to do that, so we bought a brick of 500 round 9mm ammunition. We got this from North Georgia Reloading and Accessories. They had a great price. They've got a little manufacturing plant where they reload all their ammo. I've had a few people actually recommend their stuff to me, especially for target shooting and plinking rounds, so we're going to give it a try. It's a little bit of a commitment at 500 rounds, but the price was right at about 90 bucks. Anyway, I'll let you guys know how it goes, and like plenty of you guys know, there is nothing like looking at a fucking box of fresh ammunition. It's just like looking at like a big bowl full of macaroni and cheese. It's just so fucking satisfying to sit and look at that and, oh yeah, that's the business right there. Look at all them bullets. Another thing we were looking for at the gun show was an extended magazine for the Kimber. Stock, it comes with a 6-round magazine, which for a carry piece is of course about standard, especially for one as small as this. The thing with a 6-round magazine is when you put it in your hand and you grip it to shoot, your pinky's left hand. There's a lot of control that comes from your pinky, especially when you're holding the gun. And for Jessica's first gun, I really wanted her to have that option. And they do actually make an extended magazine for the Kimber. It just came out, and only Kimber makes it. Nobody else does, which means it's exorbitantly expensive for a magazine. But you know what? Nothing's too good for my girl. So we got it. And this is the extended magazine for the Kimber Micro 9. You can see it comes off there a little bit. As I put it in my hand now, even with my big hands, much larger than Jessica's, I can get all my fingers and my pinky on the gun. So now I have full control with my pinky of this weapon. And it holds one more round, which hopefully she never has to use any rounds out of this gun. That's what I'm hoping for. But if she ever needs it, it's there. And the final thing we bought at the gun show, of course, the thing we went to the gun show specifically, is the concealed carry holster. This is from Buck's Holsters. He actually had a really great deal on these. It's all leather. Gonna need a little bit of breaking in. It's a little stiff right now. 40 bucks. That's pretty cheap. So we're gonna give it a whirl. For 40 bucks, I wanted to give it a try. A lot of holsters cost pretty big dollars. And this guy, Buck's Holsters, like I said, had a pretty good deal on his holsters, and so we're going to give it a whirl. It's specifically made for the Kimber Micro 9, so it's got that plastic right there that it fits in exactly perfect, goes inside the waistband and clips on. We'll do a little bit of tactical practice with this, or at least Jessica will, I won't. Or if she doesn't like it, maybe I'll try it out. For $40, it's definitely worth a try. Alright, this is the Buck's holster with the Kimber Micro 9 in it on Jessica with her normal riding jeans. So we'll go ahead and pull up your shirt. Let's see what this looks like. Again, pretty noticeable with her shirt up, obviously, but go ahead and put your shirt back down. Once the shirt's down, you can't really tell it's there. If she was wearing a form-fitting shirt, you'd definitely be able to tell it's there. It kind of moved side to side, too, like... I mean, it imprints a little bit, but pull your shirt up again. Not that bad. Alright, put it back down. Alright guys, that's our haul from the gun show. What I'm more excited to show you guys is how we use these things. So, like I said before, if you guys are into kind of seeing a little bit of gun stuff, especially Jessica learning how to fire this weapon and learning how to tactically use this Kimber, leave me a comment below saying that you want to see that kind of stuff. I think it would be cool. You know, some people only want to see motorcycle stuff. I've gotten those comments before too, where people are like, you know, I only signed up for the motorcycle stuff. Where are the moto vlogs at? But you know, my channel is obviously more than just moto vlogs. I do a lot of different stuff on it. So yeah, just let me know, and I'll kind of judge what I'm going to do off of that. I'll probably do something anyway, no matter what anybody says. But it's nice to know what you guys think. Anyway, thanks for sticking around for this one, guys. We'll see you next time. Keep it weird.